quite tough. Here we go. Here we go. Right. So, starting as we normally start, hip width apart with the feet, push down through the heels, and abs are pulled in as the arms straighten, and we start and take nice deep breaths to oxygenate the body. Inhaling and exhaling. One more of these. Inhale and exhale. Let's go over to the side. Reaching over, abs pulled in. Getting a lovely stretch in there. And even though I haven't had the heating on, it's warm. Surprisingly warm, I find. Okay, let's take this one arm. We'll reach out to the side and we're going to go flat across and then over the top. And again, let's do 3 of these and straight over the top. And reach out to the side and straight over the top. Let's do that same on the other side. Reach out, flat back, transferring the weight from one side to the next. Reach out to the side and reach as far round to the other side as you can. Here's the last one of these. Okay, so starting here, go round in a circle and we'll change at the top. So round in a nice big circle, change at the top and go the other way. Bending the knees, getting right down there. Inhale, exhale, bend those knees, getting right down. And we're doing 4 of these. So there's number 3. And back for the other side for number 4. Okay, bent legs, hands down towards the toes on the other leg. And 5. And lift. And 4. Pull the abs in. Let's get some stretching happening on the inner thighs here as well. And some lifting up of that arm behind. Okay, let's go down into the middle. Halfway down. 4. Inhale, feel the hamstrings. Tummy's nice and tight. 3. Inhale, exhale. Hollow out if you can. 2. I'm getting better at that, hollowing out. And 1. Okay, let's push the hands right the way through the legs and hold it there. Holding 4 and 3, 2 and 1. And coming up. Let's go down with the bent knees now. Feet more out at 10 to 2. Push down. 4. Feel those inner thighs stretching out. 3. And up. Keep the back nice and straight. 2. And lift. And 1. And back into the center. Let's pull the feet into hip width apart. We'll circle around. We're going halfway back with the arms and then back up in front. And again, go down, halfway back and halfway up with the arms and back up in front. So go down, halfway up, down, all the way up. And again, down, right the way down, halfway up, down, all the way up. 2 more. Now let's feeling it in those quads. Halfway, all the way. And reach down. 1, halfway, stretching the hands behind, and halfway. Okay, stepping out to the side. Hands on the thighs. Let's step and reach forward. So it's a step to the side. Both toes are pointing forward here as we step. Bend towards that leg and reach forward, hinging from the hip. Okay, let's hold it on this one. Let's go down and turn lift up the toe, and we'll go down, sort of holding that there. If you can reach with the toe, reach with the toe. We're stretching the hamstrings. 2 and 1. Okay, back to the center. Let's do the same on the other side. So bend, go down, turn the foot, so that the toe is pointing in that direction. And if you can, reach for that toe, stretch out the hamstrings. 3, 2 and 1. Okay, come up into the center. Let's go down and touch our toes right directly into the middle and hold that there. 4 and 3, 2 and 1, stretching the hamstrings and up we come. Okay, single knees pulled into the chest, squeeze them in. 4, 3, shoulders back and down into the spine, chin up off the chest. I'm going to kick the leg out. So hamstrings and glutes So the leg that's kicking goes behind, kick it out in front, take it back, nice and easy. 4, we're doing 5 in each direction. 3, 2, so keeping the top half of the body nice and still, and 1, let's go the other way with that leg. So out to the side and back to the start position. Take it out to the side and back to the start. And you do this with the leg as straight as possible and the top half of the body staying as still as possible, and the leg goes down as gently as possible. Okay, that same leg, we're going to squeeze it out to the side now. Let's take the hands above the head. The toes are pointing forward. 4, we're doing 5 sets of 5. 3, and 2, and last one, and 1. Okay, take that leg, that same leg, take it behind into a curtsy position and kick it out to the side and back, dip, out to the side and back, dip, out to the side, dip and out to the side. 1 more and out to the side. Okay, back into the center, and we'll go same thing with the other leg. So we start with it back, front leg bent, back leg straight, we kick out in front, and we control the speed at which that leg goes out and around. And 3 and 4, really focus on keeping the tummy nice and tight. 2 and 1. Okay, reverse that now. So out to the side and round. 4, out to the side and round. Oh no, 5. There's 4. There's 3, 2 and 1. Okay, squeezing that same leg now out to the side. Hands join above the head. For 5, it's nice and controlled. Squeezing it, toes pointing forward. Pull the tummy in as your arms raise up above the head. There's number 4. And here's number 5. And we're going for the curtsy now. So leg is behind, a little dip, and a kick out to the side. And see if we can go back in a wanna to that place. Sometimes it's better to open out the hands to get your balance. 4, and back, and 5. Okay, back into center. Let's step back. We're going to streamline the body. As we step back, we're going 4. So we step back, toe first, then the heel goes on the floor. And we start to feel the calf muscles stretching out. So leaning slightly forward and down. Okay, take it right the way back. And this time, we're going to lean back into that stretch. 3, 2, and then we go down, all the way down, and hold it down here. All the way down to the floor, hold it. 4, 3, 2, feeling those stretches, and then come back up. Okay, single arms, let's take them down. 4, push down as far as possible, and 3, and lift it up, starting above the head. 2, and lift, and 1, and lift. Okay, back leg is just going for a kick now, directly out in front and behind. 4, 3, 2, reaching for the opposite toe, and 1. Okay, swap over legs. So back heel down the floor, back leg straight, front leg bent. Inhale, lean right back into that lovely stretch. And exhale as you go down. And we're going to hold that for 4 seconds. Pushing the chest down onto the thigh. 3, 2, 1. And then round out the back, hollowing out the tummy as you come up. Single arms, let's take them down to the floor. A nice controlled movement. 4, getting down as low as you can. Inhale, exhale. 3, get down low. Feel those muscles stretching and working. 2, and back up. And 1 more. And 1, and back up. Okay, the back leg now, kicking out in front. 4, 3, 2, reaching with the opposite hand, and 1. Okay, brilliant. Okay, shake it out. Let's take hold of our hand weights. So I am using hand weights here. If you're just starting out, these are 2.5 kilos. But if you're just starting out, you might not want to use weights. Anyway, we're starting wide stance here, and we're just going to lift. The one arm is going over the head. It doesn't have to be straight. We're just doing a nice little movement. 3 and 4. Okay, and then we are arms up and we'll twist. 4, squeeze the knee in. 3, 2, and 1, and then a chest press. And 4, and open out. 3, 2, and 1, and then muscle man. Open out the arms. 4, and tighten up the tummy every single time. 3, and open. 2, and 1, and then leaning forward, take it back. 4, tighten up the tummy and pelvic floors as the arms go back. 3, keep your back nice and straight. 2, and 1. Okay, back to the start again. Lift it up. 6, 5, 4. Keep the tummy tight, keep the body upright. 2, and 1. Let's take that leg. Now, same thing, take it behind. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to twist and lift. 4, 3, squeeze that knee in. 2, and 1. And then the chest press. 4, keep those elbows up. Level with the shoulders. 3, starting to feel it in those shoulders now. 2, and 1. And the muscle man, bring it in. Stretch it out. 4, tighten up the tummy. Pelvic floors. 3, 2, and 1. And then tricep extensions. Elbows parallel with one another, in line with the shoulders. 3, squeeze it back and in. No swinging those arms. 2, back and neck in line, and 1. Okay, we're going down for bent over row. So straight back, squeeze back. 2, tummy's tight. 3, 4, lower it slowly. 5, make sure your back is straight and the back and neck in line, knees are very bent. 3, 2, and 1. And the overhead extensions. Let's go. 5, and 4. Keep the elbows close into the head. 3, I don't like the look of that. Keep going. And 2, and 1. Okay, we're circling those arms around. So wider stance here. Let's lift right up into the air. Out to the side. Nice and still. We're doing 3 of these. And lift and side. There's 2. Tighten that core. And 3. Let's reverse the arms. Palms in front. Lift them up. Big range of movement here. Taking care to keep the arms as straight as you can and make them as equal as possible. Okay, reaching up and over into the center, which would be directly above your head if it stayed in the same place. And 2, and 1, and let's go in front. Turn the palms over and turn to the side. Bend to the side. 4, 3, 2, and then right across the body. 4, 6, 5, 4. Abs are pulled in. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, perfect. Let's go down onto the mat. We're going to do a few little chest exercises. We'll keep hold of the weights, and then we're going to go on to a long series of ab work. Okay, great. I'm going to take a little drink before we go down. Hot work. Okay. So lying on our back with the knees bent and the middle of the back connected to the ground. We'll have the hands pointing in towards one another and the like that, and we're going to keep the back flat on the ground and just change arms, working through the back, feeling nice and strong, pulling the abs in. And again, if you, when your arm goes overhead, if you find that difficult and painful, just pop a cushion down underneath where the weight would go, just to raise it up a little bit, and you'll find that won't be so painful then. Okay, so into the center. Let's open out the arms with a slight bend in the arms and bring them in together. Squeeze it up into a fly, and 3. And again, just keeping the tummy nice and tight here, working through the pecs. 4 and 5. Okay, 2 hands overhead together, wide at 10 to 2, wider than usual. The palms are facing up the way, and we turn them over so they're still facing up the way when we bring them forward, and then go back to that same position. And again, lift it. Tummy's tight, pull it in. You're only coming up to the last rib. You don't need to come up too high. Lift that up, stretch those arms forward, and pull your abs in tight as you come up. Here's the last one of these. Okay, so hands up above the head, and we're crisscrossing the hands, working through the pecs. Just nice and easy. If you want to go faster, then you can go. If you feel strong in this area, then you can do that a little bit faster for the pecs, just for a little burnout. And then in holding the hands this way. So you're going over into the deltoids, and the same thing. So you can do it small and slow, or you can go, if you want to burn it out, do it a little bit faster. Mind your hands, they don't crack like mine just did. Okay, let's lose those weights there. Hands behind the head. We're going to go all over to the one side now, and we're going 4 on the one side and down, all on that one side. And again, 3. Twist the elbow to the outside of the knee. It's nice and easy, and we remember that our mat is cement, set in cement, and we don't want to make a mark on it. So let's go to the other side. 4. Really squeeze that knee in and make sure that your arm goes completely down on the floor here. There's 3 and 4. Okay, now here's where we connect with the back first onto the ground. Lift up the legs so that you're not pressing on the floor with your knees, and we'll just go 4 and down. 3. With the knees up, it's a little bit harder to crunch. Keep the elbows nice and wide, and you really feel that your abs have to do a little bit more work. Okay, go to the one side again. 4 on that one side. So we're twisting over to the wrong side. So twist over towards the leg that's left. 3 that's left in the air, and back. 2 and back. 1 and back, and go the other way. Now 4 and back. 3 and back. 1 elbow staying on the floor, 1 elbow lifting up. 2 and 1. Okay, we're going to do singles now without going down in the middle. So we go over to one side, we swap to the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're back into the center. Let's do 3 crunches up. 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, this time one leg will extend out along the ground, and we're going to bring it in to the arm. As it comes in, we'll crunch over towards it, and we do 4, 3, stretch out. It's just off the floor. Keep the back down on the ground. 2 and 1. Let's do the same on the other side. Take it back, extend the leg to prepare, keeping the back flat on the mat, and then go 4. Elbow comes to the knee, just the 1 lifting Pulling the tummy in. As you do that, the leg going out along the floor. 3 and 4. Okay, so we're going to change it over now so that we go from side to side without going down. So let's go 6, 5, 4, twisting towards the knee that's being pulled in. 2 and 1. Back into the center. Let's do 2 crunches up to finish. 1 and 2. Okay, hands down by the side. I'm just going to tap down with the feet and lift. Head stays where it is. And 3, just tap the whole of the flat of the foot so that it goes down on the floor. You've really got to keep your back down on the ground here and your shoulders relaxed. 2 and 1. Okay, so we get a little reprieve here. One leg stays on the floor and the one leg comes up, point it up and flex it down for 4. Point, pull it in, keep your tailbone down on the ground. 2 more. 1, keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. It's nice and easy, this one. Okay, take it up into the air, flex the heel and take it across. Really feel that, push that and hold it for a couple of seconds and a couple of seconds hold either side. Couple of seconds hold, keeping the tailbone down the ground. Couple of seconds hold. And again, couple of seconds, that's 5 and 6. Okay, let's stick with this leg. Let's take the arms overhead. We're going to change this every time. So the first one is the head lifts. So the head will lift every time and the leg comes in. We flex. And then now the arms are going to go together to the outside of that leg as we come up. So come up, hands together to the outside of that leg. Flex the heel and take it down. Arms go back over the head. And then we go to the other side of it. So to the other side, flex and down, and then back to the start one where the 2 hands go down to the hips and lift it up, lift and down. Okay, let's swap legs. We'll do the same on the other side. So the hands go down and it's just the first 4 is a point and flex, just getting those hamstrings used to being stretched out, keeping the back firmly on the ground and going through a range of movements with those legs, completely working on those hamstrings. There's number 4. Okay, we take that leg up and we go across the body. Try and keep the tailbone on the floor and the heel flexed. Hold it for 2 seconds and then go the other side. 1, 2, and then again. 1, 2. Change it over. 1, 2. One more on each side. Hold it 1 and 2, and the other side. 1 and 2. Okay, the leg goes out, the arms go overhead. First one is head lifts, hands down by the side. Lift it up, flex it, take it down. Now the 2 hands join together and they go to the side of the leg that's coming up. And 1, 2, flex it. Now they take it back, then they go to the other side. Reach it round, really focus on those abs and back, and then back to the start again. Hands going down by the hips and flex it in. Good, okay. And now back into the start position. Let's take those legs into the tabletop position and we're just going to extend the legs both together and flex the heels and back. Let's go 4. So extend, tummy's tight, 3 and extend and flex 2. So if you've got tight hamstrings, you're going to find this hard to keep your back on the floor. Okay, 2 legs now open and close, just small. 4, 3, 2, pointing and flexing, and 1. And then walk it. 4, 3 with flexed heel, 2 and 1. Okay, 2 legs together. Let's circle round. 4, keep the shoulders down on the ground. 3, 2, reverse the circle, and 4, 3, 2 and 1. Okay, Hands behind the head, bend legs now. Let's go over to the side. Over to the side, hold it there. 1, 2, 3, back down to the start. Let's go to the other side. Hold it 1, 2, 3, and back to the start. Other side, 1, 2, 3, back to the start. Other side, 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go to each side without stopping. So let's go 8, swap to the other side, 7, swap to the other side. Really pull that knee into the chest, 6, 5, keep your back flat on the floor, your hips glued to the floor, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, back to the center. Let's lower the legs and lower the head. Okay, we're moving over onto our sides now. We're going to come up so that the elbow is underneath the shoulder, and we're going to go back, sitting back onto the glutes there. So this glute is just off the floor and no more. And we're going to do small lift and down, 9, and down, and 8. It's just a small lift, tightening up the tummy, and this is where you should feel it in the waist here. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now this time, see if you can lift it a little bit higher and hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down we come. We're going to stretch this side out. So take the hands, the legs to this side, bend them. Your legs are facing the opposite direction they were before, and then reach over to the side. We're going to go straight into a mermaid now. So the arm will go down onto the ground, and the other arm goes overhead. We put the head onto the forearm, and we stretch out the arm. It's all about the stretching here, the reaching up and reaching right the way over to the legs, and then back again. We're going to do 3 of these. Stretch up the arm, forehead onto that forearm. You push your chest down towards the floor, and again lift it into the air, lift it over the top and back. And here's the last one of these. Stretch it up, bend it, abs pulled in, forehead on the forearm, and here's the last one. As you come up, good. Okay, going back down to do the other side. So this time on the elbow with the elbow directly under the shoulder, this glute just off the ground. 10 small lifts here of the legs together. We're feeling it down here, down the top half of the body, pulling the abs in every time. Try and keep that navel through to the spine. Try and keep your shoulders relaxed. And 4, 3, remember on the last one, if you've still got the energy, 2, and 1, a nice big lift here, and hold it there. 5, 4, keep those tummy muscles tight. 2, 1, take the legs down, swing them over to the other side, bend them, and reach over. We're going to go into mermaid on this side. Take a nice deep inhale, and we'll go down and over, forehead onto the forearm. Feeling those muscles in the spine, those joints, really thanking you for moving them around, getting that synovial fluid that's stored in the joints to be working. Your body's own natural cod liver oil. And lift it up, reach, 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 reach. This is the last one. Over we go. And back over, back to the start. Okay, we're going into, straight away, into wide legs. So we're going to feel the hamstrings. You might feel a little bit like this. If you do, just bring the legs in a little bit so that you can get your legs a little bit straighter. And we're going to reach and back up to the start. And again, reach and back up to the start and reach along. Just go down as far as what's comfortable for you on an out breath. And every time you go back to the start, you'll pull those tummy muscles in nice and tight. Okay, arms are up, and we just twist and reach. Up, twist and reach. up. You don't need to reach right the way down. If it's tight, you can just do a small little push forward, but the actual rotation is done whilst you are as upright as possible. And reach. Okay, have a little break with your legs. You can bring them in a little bit and take them out. We're going over to the side. So side bend. As you're in that position, keep those sitting bones down on the ground. 7. Keep your tummy nice and tight and keep the height if you can. Stretch and reach. And again, inhale, exhale, over. It's the last one here. And over. Okay. Back into center. Let's take the 2 feet together, soles of the feet in together. Let's hold on to the ankles. I'm just going to rotate here so that I'm working along the mat, so that when we go back down, we're going to go down. So we're going to roll down just like this. Down we go, and hold that so that the inner thighs stretch out here. And just wait there while everything stretches out. We'll bring the legs in together and we'll put one leg on the other leg. We'll lift it in so that it stretches out the glutes on the one leg. The arms are going to go to the side and we'll go over to the one side. The side where the top foot will go onto the ground. And then we're going to drop that knee and apply a little bit of pressure to the outside of that knee so we get a stretch in through those glutes. Take an inhale, exhale, come up and swap over legs. So the first stretch is like this, pushing that knee away. The next one, we lift it in and we feel that stretch. The knees being pushed away, so we do feel a stretch in the glutes. And then we're going to go over, roll over with the foot to go on the floor. Hold that there for a few seconds and then drop that knee down towards the floor and pull it down towards the ground, and the head will go into that opposite direction so that we get a stretch right through, keeping the shoulder anchored to the ground. And then we're going to go, we're just going to tap now. So from one side to the next, just tap it over. 4, close to the hand if you can. 3, 2, and one more. Okay, and then we'll hold on to the knees and see if we can roll off. Reaching forward, sitting up nice and tall. Let's stretch our arms above the head and hinging from the hip, go down in front. Dropping the head there towards the knees. Feeling that stretch come into the hamstrings there behind. Sitting up a little bit taller and flexing and pointing the feet there, so we get stretches into the legs. Okay, let's go down with the leg being pulled into the body, and we're going to go down, extend it into the air, and we're going to do some scissors, shoulders back and down, and just nice and slow scissors. Keep the body up really towards that leg, and if you feel any pain start to come into your neck, the leg that you're going over towards, just turn your head to that side as you go over to it. There's 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, legs back together. Let's lower the legs and let's try and roll up. And again, reaching forward. Let's go into the cross leg position. Sitting up nice and tall. We'll reach forward to stretch out the glutes. And then to the side, reach over again to each side. And we're going to take the legs back behind and we're going to go into a deep V position, pushing the heels down onto the ground. Into that deep V position, we're going to walk it back. 2, 3, and we come up, back to the standing position. And we're going to walk forward 1 and 2. And then, I don't know, my head's been cut off. We're going to stretch down to the floor, hands going down on the floor, and walk back into the plank position. We're going to hold it there for 5, 4, just holding that plank position. Abs pulled in, shoulder blades separated. 2, 1, and then we walk back with the hands. 4, 3, 2, 1, and come up. So I'm not going to use the mat for this next bit. And then again, step forward for 2 lunges. Okay, and we're going to stretch up, down again. We're doing the same thing again. Step back with one leg, back with the other leg, and hold it there in that plank position. The head, the highest point. Holding 4, 3, 2, and going back. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rounding out the back and coming up. We're going back to the front of the mat now so we can finish off with our roll downs. So nice and easy, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders back and down. Inhale, exhale, down we go. And we're going to circle the hands around as we go down, finishing up thinking that our spine has had the best chance, the best shot at it it can get. So you can take your arms overhead. Inhale, exhale, reaching forward, reaching up, hollowing out, the tummy stretching out the back, and you can change your arms. Thank you for joining me. Well done, everybody. It's a nice stretchy one today. Okay, round we go. We've got another minute left. And reach. Here's the last one of these. So we're not actually finished. We're going to keep going. Why not? Why not? Okay, let's go back to the tailbone and we lift up both hands and just test those abs. How are they doing? How are they feeling? Relax the shoulders, lift up the arms. It's Friday. Have a great weekend. Squeeze those thighs together as you lift the arms and test them out. Okay, one side to the next. Tap and tap. Keep the knees nice and still. Keep the abs tight. And 4. Get out today. Have a walk. You've warmed up nicely.